Well, hello, Channel 11 sports fans, and welcome to Southbridge High football, coming your way from McMahon Field in Southbridge, Massachusetts. Tonight's home opener between the Southbridge Pioneers and the Algonquin Tomahawks, and this promises to be an outstanding football game. It's a battle of an unbeaten team, 2-0, Algonquin, and the Southbridge Pioneers, who are 0-2 at this point. So the Pioneers are looking for a win, and this should be a very interesting football game. Channel 11, your community cable sports network, is bringing this game your way. All volunteers who work for these football games and other activities are more than happy to be with you for these events. As you can see, the captains are lined up down at the 50-yard line waiting for the start of this game. And we're going to be running off the starting lineup for you in just a minute. We're looking at Miguel Morales. Number 44 is Brian Lum. Number 24 is Steve Primack. These are all captains. And number 62 is Tony Coleza. Those are the four Southbridge High football captains this season. It's a beautiful night for football. It's probably in about the 60s, and it's maybe coat and jacket weather, but ideal football weather. So we're in for a nice football game coming your way. And folks, we're going to be moving along here and give you the starting lineups in just a minute.
Here's my nephew Scruff, about to run into trouble again.
Hey, Bobo, where's your video game?
In here. Well, look at this.
Uh-oh.
It's my dad's. You want to hold it?
What'll I do?
If you get my new comic activity book, More Adventures with Scruff, you'll find out what you can do about bullies and guns. And you'll see lots of games.
Cool.
For your free copy of my new comic activity book, just write Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652, and help take a bite out of crime.
I want it.
Okay, folks, let's run down the starting lineup for the Southbridge Pioneers tonight. At split end, number 25, Adam Travinsky. He's a junior, 5'8", 140. At left tackle is number 64, 6-foot senior, 225 pounds, Carlos Maldonado. At left guard will be number 67, Miguel Cepeda, 5'9", 197, a junior. At center will be Tony Coleza. He's number 62, 5'11", 195, a senior. At right guard is number 52, Josh Blanchett, 6'1", 230. He's a junior. At right tackle, number 50, Derek Jarvis, 6', 210, a junior. And at tight end, number 28, 6', 180, senior, Josh Stevens. In the backfield, offensively for Southbridge, will be at quarterback, senior captain Steve Primack, number 24, 5'10", 188. At fullback, 5'7", 175, junior Peter Billis, number 40. At running back, number 21, Jason Bonadeus, 5'8", 157, a sophomore. And at the flanker position, number 44, Brian Lum, 5'10", 170, he's a senior. So the Pioneers are ready to go here to receive the opening kickoff as we open up the home season for the Southbridge High Pioneers. My name is Joe Capillo. I'll be doing the play-by-play tonight. Our cameraman is J.R. Rosser, and our technical director is Roland Buck Bosquet. And Buck will also be spotting for us tonight, so we're set to go. The Algonquin Tomahawks wearing white jerseys with maroon pants and maroon helmets will be kicking off. We're ready to roll. There's the boot. And it's kicked very deep, and it's taken on about maybe the 15-yard line, straight up the middle, still on his feet and running, and finally brought down. Eddie Beauchamp, who'll be seeing a lot of action tonight. The Southbridge 40-yard line. So the Pioneers started off. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. You're looking at Scott Phipps, the head coach of Southbridge High, making his debut on Southbridge High turf. And Scotty, in his high school days, was an outstanding football player, along with Frank Kumanales, his assistant, who was next to him, right here at Southbridge High. Okay, Primack at quarterback, working out of the I formation. The handoff straight up the middle, and pretty good yardage that time on the carry. Number 21, Jason Bonadeus, the sophomore, off the right side. Tackle was made by number 35, Ellen Bartolini for Algonquin. So we get a second and probably 6 for the first down. Number 21, Bonadeus, comes out of the ball game, and he's replaced in there by Eddie Beauchamp, number 14. Out of the eye, Primack at quarterback. Sets the line, takes a look. The handoff, throws it over the middle. Complete. Looks like that pass went to Josh Stevens. Let's check that out. It did. The 6-foot senior, Josh Stevens, makes a great reception for a first down for the Pioneers, and that's the first down of the... From Primack to Stevens, Brian Gluck made the tackle that time. Pioneers set up now inside Algonquin territory at the 40. Primack hands it off to the left side. Nice run by Bonadeus, still on his feet, still running, still going. What a run, a great run by Jason Bonadeus. Outstanding. Brian Gluck on the tackle that time, and that was a saving tackle because Bonadeus was on his way. That's about a 35, or close to a 35-yard run by Jason Bonadeus, and puts the Pioneers in threatening position.
The first and goal.
Inside the Algonquin 7-yard line. So it'll be first down situation. Primack sets. Hands off to Bonadeus again off the right side. Pick up a few yards on the play. You can see Coach Scott Phipps and Franco Manellis sending in a play this time, talking to Steve Primack, the senior captain. Here comes Bonadeus out of the ball game. So we get a second down situation in 5. So Pioneers are just 5 yards away on the opening drive for a touchdown. We got a couple of wideouts here. Brian Lom on the left side and number 25 on the right side. Handoff up the middle. And it's good for the score, and it's Eddie Beauchamp from 5 yards. An outstanding drive by the Pioneers of Southbridge, totaling 60 yards with just 8:49 left in the opening period. And folks, among some of the fans that this looked like upset night. Well, we can't judge by the first touchdown of the game, but it is a pretty good indication that the Pioneers are up and ready for this football game. And on your screen, you're getting a look at the Southbridge High cheerleaders who do an outstanding job every year, and they're really ready to roll this season for the Pioneers. And the Southbridge High Big Red Marching Band off to our right on the bleachers section. There's a fairly good crowd on hand tonight. It's not an overwhelming large crowd, but it is a nice, comfortable crowd for football tonight. As we said, it's beautiful weather out here at McMahon Field. Okay, here come the Pioneers to try for the point after. And it will be Josh Stevens, a 6', 180 senior, who will be doing the kicking, and Steve Primack, number 24, will hold. We're set. Snap. Ball is down. It's fumbled. Stevens has to pick it up. He's going to run with it off to the right side, and he's taken out of bounds, and so the extra point doesn't materialize. That was pretty much a bad snap from center, and Primack couldn't get his hands on it, and Stevens alertly picked it up, but was knocked out of bounds before he got inside. So there it is on your scoreboard. Southbridge 6, Algonquin 0, with 8:49 left to play in the first period. All right, the Pioneers are ready to kick it off this time. It'll be Josh Stevens who will be doing most of the kicking for Southbridge this season. And we're happy to have Sean Moriarty from our Teen Vid News crew doing some footage on the field tonight. So we're very happy to have Sean on board with us. Does an outstanding job, and you'll see some of his film during this game tonight.
The Tomahawk ball, 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Veteran referee Billy Loftus is leading the refereeing crew tonight. And there's Billy setting it up. He's the gentleman to the left with a white hat on. That's the referee. Okay, Algonquin gets possession. And it'll be Mark Eddy, freshman at quarterback. He's going to throw on the first down. Gets it away, but he's taken down. There's not much of a gain on the play on that. Maybe a yard or two. Looked like that pass went to number 85, Dallas Mall, and he's pulled down right away. On the tackle was Miguel Morales. Okay, it's Eddy at quarterback. Hands it off. Up the middle goes number 38, Evan Birdie, a senior. And he's one of the top running backs for Algonquin, along with Alan Bartolini. You'll be hearing a lot of Birdie and Bartolini tonight. So there, it's about 3rd and about 4. So it's Eddy. Oh, there's a mix-up on the line of scrimmage that time. Could be an offside penalty against Southbridge, unless the officials are conferring. Could be a motion penalty against Algonquin. Let's take a check and see what we got. Okay, here comes Billy Loftus, and we hope he's going to tell us.
Offside on the defense.
Offside Southbridge, so that the Algonquin gets a first down out of it. So Algonquin put it in play just inside the 50-yard line, probably at the 48-yard line. Now here comes referee Bill Loftus over to the sideline, and he's conferring with the coaching staff, and have no idea what they're talking about, but I think we got it squared away. Set to go. The Tomahawks. Eddy back to throw. Gets it away. It's complete to the big end that time. Number 82, Justin Gerard.
Good for a first down.
Number 24, Steve Primack in on the tackle. That's the second first down of the football game for Algonquin, and they're driving pretty well here. Drive started inside their 40-yard line, so they're moving it right along. Handoff off the left side, breaking loose, and it looks like he may go the distance, and he does. And it looks like number 38, Evan Birdie.
38-yard touchdown run.
Yep, Birdie goes 38 yards to tie the game at 6-6. So a 60-yard march by Algonquin ties the football game. We're ready for the point after try, and it will be Mark Eddy, the freshman, who will be doing the kicking here. There's a snap, ball is down, kick is up. It is good.
Kick is good. With 6:42 to play in the first quarter.
So at the 6:42 mark, it's 7-6 Algonquin.
The Southbridge High Pioneers 6. The October 4th.
Set for the kickoff now, and it goes deep. And taken off the far side. And nailed for a big loss that time. Number 22, Miguel Morales.
Number 22, Miguel Morales on the return for Southbridge.
So the Pioneers will get a pretty poor start here on this kick, on this drive, because the ball is, let's see, inside the 20-yard line, I would say.
Face mask penalty.
It looks to us that the ball is going to be spotted pretty close to the 20-yard line. A little bit, the light isn't as great on the far side of the field for us, so it's sometimes we may have difficulty spotting the ball for you. But it looks like they're going to be starting at the 20. Primack, the senior, at quarterback. Handoff off the right side and going nowhere on the play. Couldn't tell if that was Peter Billis on the carry or Jason Bonadias. It was Bonadias, number 21, on the carry. Coach Scott Phipps signaling from the sidelines. And Coach Frank Comanellis looking over the situation. Pioneers, 2nd and about 8. It's a pitch out off the right side, and it's going to go to Eddie Beauchamp, still on his feet and running and moving fast and still on his feet, and finally taken down inside the Algonquin 44-yard line. Another great run by Eddie Beauchamp.
First and 10 Pioneers. Ball at the Algonquin 43-yard line.
By Jason Bonadias, an outstanding run that time. Oh, check that. That's Eddie Beauchamp, number 14. Bonadias back into the ball game and giving Eddie a little bit of a breathing spell right now. So the Pioneers with the first down. Handoff straight up the middle. Jason Bonadias on the carry that time.
8 and 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Ball at the Algonquin 40-yard line.
So we're even in first downs right now, 3-3, and Pioneers driving on their second possession here. Ball is squarely at the Algonquin 40-yard line. We have a 2nd down situation and about 6. Handoff straight up the middle. Good for a few yards on the carry. Let's check that out. It's 21. Bonadias again gets up a little slow that time. Coach Scott Phipps in his first season here at the helm of the Southbridge High Pioneers. As we said, he was an outstanding football player for Southbridge in his day, a few years back. Okay, the I formation. Primack takes the handoff, keeps the ball. He's going to throw deep. He has a man. It is incomplete.
Primack's pass is incomplete.
It was intended.
25, Adam Travinsky.
It was intended that time for number 25, the 5'8". It's going to be a tough call right here for Southbridge. They have 4th and probably about 4th and 4 for the first down. So they're going to have to kick it away. It's Stevens, number 28. He's back deep at his 48-yard line, and he's going to kick it away. The snap, fielded, gets it away. It's a good kick and taken at the 21-yard line and up over the 35 and still on his feet and still running. Finally taken out of bounds.
Number 35, Ellen Bartolini on the return.
Ellen Bartolini, who scored the first touchdown, carried that good run back all the way to the Southbridge 45-yard line. So the Tomahawks now get another crack at the ball. They're inside Southbridge territory at about the 45. Handoff, pitch out. He loses the ball. It is out of bounds, I guess. It looked like a busted play that
Pitch goes
time.
out of bounds.
Couldn't decide just what to do with it, and finally pitched it out over the head of Evan Birdie, and
Second down, 16.
finally went out of bounds. So
Back to their own 49
they're going to take
yard
about a
line.
6-yard loss on the play. The ball has been brought back to the Algonquin 49-yard line. Eddie hands it off straight up the middle, off to the left side by Bartolini.
Ball is loose.
He's a junior, 215 pounds, a big guy. And let's see.
Recovered by Algonquin.
No, the Tomahawks retain possession. And so it'll be third and long, third and about
Ball back to the
8-yard
45,
line.
Third down, 9.
So the ball has been placed at the Southbridge 44-yard line. This is a big down now. Pioneers can hold them here. They'll be in pretty good shape. It's a reverse play. And a great tackle on the far side. Bartolini on the carry, but one of the Pioneer guys got a hand on him. I think 62 was in on that play.
Morales.
And number 24.
Stop the Pioneers.
Steve Primack, Miguel Morales, both in on that play. Tony Caleza. Good defense by Southbridge that time. That front four for the Pioneers, we have Josh Blanchett, Tony Caleza, Miguel Cepeda, and Bob Norris. So far, they do an outstanding job up front. The linebackers are Primack, Billis, Dubriel, and Morales. Fourth down situation. Bird gets the pass away. It's good for the first down.
Eddie's pass is complete.
Mark Eddy's pass was
To the split end, number 10, Mike Finale.
good for the first down.
Ball's part of the 26 of Southbridge.
So the ball has been spotted inside the 27-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Tomahawks. Pitch out off the left side.
Ball carrier.
Good for a few yards on the play. Miguel Morales up to make the stop. The defensive backfield, the deep backs for the Pioneers, Jason Bonadias, 21, Adam Travinsky, 25, and Eddie Beauchamp, number 14, who was back deep. Pitch out off the right side this time, but going nowhere on the play is Bartolini. He's stacked up by 3 or 4 Southbridge High players.
First man in there for the Pioneers.
Looked like number 76 was in on that play.
Toby Power.
Toby Power, and number 40, Peter Billis.
Number 62, Tony Caleza. That goes for no gain.
Third and 6. Handoff and stacked up, going nowhere on the play.
Howlett, the ball carrier. 14, Eddie Beauchamp in on the stop.
Jeff Howlett on the carry that time. He's a senior, and so we have a fourth down situation and another big play for the Pioneers. Algonquin got to make a decision. They'll probably keep the ball on the ground or throw a pass, but Pioneers have to be very alert on this play. They split a man wide out to the left. Eddie back. He's going to throw. Gets it away. It is good for the score.
Eddie's pass is complete for the score to the split end. Number 10, Mike Finale.
Number 10, Mike Finale. Top here. That was about a 30-yard pass. And Eddie, a left-handed passer, just led Finale all the way. He saw the opening, and Finale's a big guy, so he just reached up and pulled that ball down. Not much that Adam Travinsky could do on the play. The point after kick is good.
brings the score out to the Algonquin Tomahawks 14.
So,
Southbridge High Pioneers
Algonquin goes up top here by a score of 13-6. We got about a minute and 45 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Well, the Tomahawks lead the game 14-6 with about less than 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Pioneers with a carry.
Beauchamp on the return.
Looked like Eddie Beauchamp bringing the ball up inside
Ball out to the Pioneer 37-yard line.
the Southbridge 35-yard line, and they're going to spot this ball pretty much to the 42. 42-yard line. So the Pioneers have a decent field position here. Well, let's check that.
First and 10.
They're about close to the 36. Handoff to the left side.
Bonadies, the ball carrier.
It goes to Bonadias, pickup of a few yards on the play, nothing much. Tom Levesque on the tackle that time. Southbridge High cheerleading squad
That may be second and 10 for Southbridge.
trying to get the team going here in the first quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter of play.
And that just about wraps up the first quarter of play with Algonquin, and you're going to see it on your scoreboard right now. There it is. That's wrong on the scoreboard. It should read 14-6. Algonquin leading Southbridge at this point. So, folks, we'll be back in just a moment with second quarter action. Here come the Pioneers now as we start second quarter action. They have a 2nd and 10 situation. It's Steve Primack at quarterback. He's back to throw, gets it away. The ball is batted. Batted away by number 35, Ellen Bartolini. So the Pioneers are faced with a 3rd and long here. Jason Bonadias into the ball game. Jason Bonadias comes out of the ball game. Replaced by number 14, Eddie Beauchamp.
3rd and 10.
Primack goes deep now. Looks, going to be a screen. Gets it away. It's complete. Looks like it's gone to Beauchamp, and I don't know if he's got enough for the first down. He may be 2 or 3 yards short on the play. And that was not a bad little play for the Pioneers.
Screen, number 14, Beauchamp.
So Eddie Beauchamp returns that ball inside the 46-yard line, and they're just about a yard short, but Coach Scott Phipps is going to call a timeout at this point. They might just go for it this time. It looks to me like they're maybe a yard, less than a yard short. I wonder if you can take a look over there, Buck, with your spotting glasses and see about how much yardage it is over there. It looks to me like maybe a yard. Huh? The official is in the way. Probably about a yard or two.
About a yard.
About a yard. You can see on the far side of the ball. Get JR to focus in over there where the chains are. And see, it's a 4th down situation, and it looks like maybe a yard, maybe 2, maybe a yard at the most. So the Pioneers have a decision here. It's 10-18 left to play here in the second quarter. They're trailing in the game by a score of 14-6. They've got to decide what they're going to do.
The 4th down and 1 coming up to Southbridge.
Okay, they're going to go for it, folks. Well, the Pioneers have got nothing to do. They're coming in here a couple of touchdown underdog.
Back under center.
But here comes Primack, bringing him out. And he goes forward with the ball. I think he may have it. I think he may have it. See the split end, Josh Stevens signaling that they got it. Let's see if they do. Let's see, JR, if you can zero in down there to see how close that ball is. Have they got that first down? Referee Billy Loftus is looking. He's going to call for a measurement, I'm sure. And it's a first down. So the Pioneers gambled and they won on the play.
The Pioneer ball, 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line.
So the ball has been spotted at the close to the 47-yard line. So it'll be a first down situation for the Pioneers. That's the I formation. Peter Billis, the blocking back up front. Handoff goes to Billis, straight up the chute. Picks up a few yards on the play, maybe 2 or 3 at the most. Peter is a junior, a 5'7", 175-pound junior fullback. Good carry on the play. He picked up 3 yards, and if the Pioneers can keep that ball going, Tom LeVake was in on that stop for Algonquin. Pioneers can keep this offense going and mix it up with a few passes here and there. They can probably hold their own here with the Tomahawks, who are a Division II football team. Primack pitches out to Eddie Beauchamp. Still on his feet and still running. Eddie's still on his feet, still running. He's got room, and finally he's taken down in Algonquin territory by LeVake. And the ball is spotted about the 44-yard line. So they have a 3rd and short yardage here.
Well, just shy the Tomahawk 44-yard line.
44 yards.
So it's 3rd and about 3 or 4. Primack on a keeper around the left side. He's going to keep the ball. He's going to run. He's got the first down. Still on his feet. Great run by Steve Primack.
Steve Primack on the bootleg.
Primack bootlegs off the left. First down on the play. I'd like to mention the other Southbridge High coaches today. The assistants this year are Sean Paul, Mike Canoia, and Bob Cosenza, along with Frank Kumanellis and Scott Phipps. First down, Southbridge. Handoff off the right side, and pretty good yardage that time.
26, Matt Dubril on the carry.
Dubril is on the carry.
2nd and 5.
Matt Dubril. Seeing some action. He's 5'9", 168. He's a sophomore.
2nd and 5 on the 30.
I formation. Bonadias is the deep back. He takes a pitch. Goes wide. Still running. Still on his feet. Finally knocked out of bounds deep in Algonquin territory. The sophomore, Jason Bonadias, with an outstanding run and a good executed play by Primack, who took the snap, turned, and flipped it out
Good for a first down for the Pioneers.
to Bonadias, who cut down the right sideline, finally was bumped out of bounds, and trying to find out where that ball's going to be spotted. Looks like it's going to be close to the 10. And in fact, it's squarely at the 10-yard line.
The first and goal from the 10 for Southbridge.
So here comes the Pioneers. They got a man split wide left. And it's Primack. Hands off the right side. And maybe a pickup of a yard or 2 on the play. And let's see. Ball carrier is down that time. I don't know if that was Beauchamp or... Somebody get me a number on that? It's down deep. Looks like either an ankle injury or it could be a leg cramp or something like that. We'll have to check
No, he came down, he twisted it, Gino.
Well, as you can see, Eddie Beauchamp, who has done an outstanding job running the ball for Southbridge, coming off the field. It looks like an injury to his right leg. Don't know if it's an ankle. We don't know maybe if the leg cramped up or something, but he's walking very gingerly, as you can see, and there's Eddie coming off. He's 5'7", 145 pounds. He's a junior tailback, and an outstanding football player. Plays both ways, returns kickoffs, and there's Eddie. Coach Sean Paul is on the left-hand side, giving him a hand there. Along with number 72, Eddie Fernandez. So the Pioneers have a second down situation there inside
One of these, the ball carrier.
the 5 or 6 yard line. Check that. Let's see where they're going to spot that ball. Pretty close to the 5. So it'll be a 3rd and goal with 6:20 left to play here in the second quarter, just before halftime.
Ball spotted at the 6.
And you can see they're working on Eddie down there to see if they can get him up and ready to get back into this ball game. All right, folks, we're in the second quarter of play here. Southbridge driving inside the Algonquin 5 yard line. They have a 3rd down situation. See what we can spot the backfield for you. It'll be Steve Primack at quarterback. I think Jason Bonadias is in the ball game. And number 40, Peter Billis. It'll be the I formation. Bonadias is the deep back. Primack takes a snap, drives, hands it off to the left side, and it's Bonadias, but there is a flag down on the play. And there could have been problems for the offense. It is. It's a legal motion penalty against the Pioneers. That's going to bring him back. They'll keep the down, but the ball will be brought back pretty close to the 11 yard line. So Coach Scott Phipps will probably have to go to a passing situation here. It's a 3rd down situation at about the 11 yard line. Primack has a couple of backs split to the right side. He's back to throw. Gets it away. It is incomplete.
Intended for Bonadies.
Pass was intended to Jason Bonadias, who was wide, split wide to the right-hand side, and Primack calls a timeout to confer with Coach Scott Phipps, Arthur Kumanellis, and assistant Bob Cosenza. Well, you can get a look at the Southbridge High cheerleaders on your screen. There's our friend Eddie Beauchamp, number 14, who was just taking it easy. He's raised his leg on the right side, kind of hoping it is a leg cramp as opposed to any kind of an ankle or a leg injury. And, of course, we don't want to see any injuries to high school football players on either team. Just hoping it's nothing serious. And giving you a look at some of the gang on hand tonight, some of the crowd here tonight. Here's a former Southbridge High outstanding football player, Kenny LeBlanc. Captain Southbridge High, went on to a great career at Holy Cross College.
The 4th and goal coming up for the Pioneers.
Some of the gang that are on hand here tonight. As you can see, it's fine weather out here. It's just like jacket and sweater weather. It's really nice. So let's get back to action now. It's a do-or-die 4th down situation for Southbridge. And Josh Stevens, who is going to try, the senior is going to try a field goal situation. And I think this will probably come somewhere around the 30, 35 yard. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is wide to the left.
Kick is no good.
And it had the height. And it had the distance, but just wide to the left. So Southbridge's attempt for a field goal goes by the boards. So it's 5:52 left to play in the second quarter.
First and 10 from the 20.
Algonquin with the ball now. Around the right side, looks like Bertolini on the carry. And he may be hurt on the play.
35, Bartolini.
Alan Bartolini, the junior, is hurt out there, and that's... Junior, and he has been outstanding in the team's first two games, and looks to us like it might be his right leg. Going to have Buck take a check with the binoculars there to see if you can tell us what the situation is. He's up, coming off the field, and he's running pretty good. It could have been just a cramped up leg too, a lot of leg cramps, especially in the early season here for high school football players. So he's back into the football game. And Algonquin has a third and short, about 4 yards to go for the first down.
Second and 3 on the 27.
Mark Eddy, the freshman, goes back. He's going to throw, gets it away. It is incomplete. Almost intercepted. It looked like...
Pass was broken up at number 31, Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy came up to...
He's up 3rd and 3.
Knocked that ball away. He's a 5'7" junior, and in the defensive backfield, and made a nice play on that. And there's Mike Saucier of the Southbridge News down there, walking the sidelines with his camera, shooting pictures that we're sure are going to be in the paper on Monday. Okay, it's a handoff to the right side, and fairly good yardage that time, and I think it may be enough for the first down. Check that. Is that Birdie on the carry?
Carry's good for Algonquin, first down.
It's a first down situation anyway, so they're going to pat Zepp.
First and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Coach Frank Comenellis on the sidelines there, doing a great defensive job with the Pioneers the past several seasons. Outstanding. Pitch out to the right side. Still on his feet. Good running room that time.
Howlett, the ball carrier.
Howlett carried the ball. The stop was made by number 22 and number 26, and Murphy was in on that play. Matt Dubriel, number 26, who was a sophomore, up to make the stop that time.
Second down, 9.
And Eddie Morales has an ice pack on his right ankle, as you can see. So
second and 1. Less than 1.
Tomahawks need a yard or two for a first down here. Back to throw. It is incomplete.
Knocked down by number 22, Miguel Morales.
Morales, the senior outside linebacker, stepped in and tapped that ball away at the last minute. And a couple of those balls have been tipped away and could very well have been turned into interceptions, but Southbridge just hasn't been getting the bounces on them. So it's third and short. I mean, they've got third and about a yard to go, so it's almost certain that Algonquin will try to put that ball off the tackles here.
Third and less than 1.
Ooh, there's a mix-up there. Now, if this is a motion penalty against Algonquin, that could be a big break for Southbridge.
Dead ball. Procedure against the offense.
It's an illegal procedure, motion penalty against Algonquin, brings them back 5 yards, and puts Southbridge in better comfortable position here because it may force Algonquin to go up top and throw the football here. So the ball is squarely at the Algonquin 35-yard line. Third and about 6. And is sending 2 men wide, left and right. Full house backfield. And it's a handoff off the left side. And getting nowhere near enough is Birdie. And it looks like now that Algonquin will have to kick the ball away. It's 4 minutes almost straight up on the clock before halftime here. Algonquin is leading in the football game by a score of 14-6. It's been a close, tight game so far, and Algonquin is the definite favorite in this football game, and the Pioneers are playing him very, very tough.
Timeout, Algonquin.
And Algonquin calls timeout, and Coach Scott Phipps wants to talk to his guys and get things squared away here on this punt.
The Pioneers are on the road to take on the Rams of Shepherd Hill Friday night, October 3rd. Game time at 7 p.m.
The Tomahawks break the huddle. They're going to kick the ball away. It'll be the freshman, Mark Eddy, booting it away. And back deep will be number 25, Adam Travinsky. Here's the snap and the kick. Gets it away. It's a good one. Travinsky will field it at about the 35-yard line. He's taken down at about the 37. Oh, check that. Number 25. Adam Travinsky brings that ball pretty close to the 36-yard line. We were just a yard off the mark that time. That's not too bad. Coach Scott Phipps talking now with his quarterback. Senior captain Steve Primack. And now if Southbridge can put something on the board here,
First and 10 on the 36.
with less than 4 minutes to play in the half, they could be in pretty good position for second half action. Primack, handoff, off the left side, pickup of about 4 yards on the play.
Play goes for a short gain. Martin needs the ball carrier.
And it looks like number 21, Jason Bonadeus. He's the sophomore.
Second out and 7 coming up.
Justin Gerard up to make the stop for Algonquin.
Second and 7 on the 39.
Pioneers need about 7 yards here for a first down. High formation. Primack looks to throw, gets it away. He completes it off to the right side.
Pass is complete to number 25.
Not much yardage to Adam Travinsky. Adam made the reception, but he was taken down almost immediately, so they had to back up a yard on the play. So the ball will be set at just about the 37.
Southbridge 38-yard line. Be third down and 8.
Southbridge comes into the game with 2 losses in the opening season for Coach Scott Phipps. Okay, Primack sends a man wide right, and he's going to throw. Gets it away, and it's blocked.
Primack pass is batted down at the line by Bartolini. 4th and 8.
So Adam Bartolini moves up from his linebacker post and bats that ball away. And the Pioneers' offense stalls here, and they're going to have to kick it away. It'll be Josh Stevens, number 28,
Dropping back to the Tomahawks.
ready to kick the football.
Standing at his own 26.
Nice boot. Oh, it hits an Algonquin player, and it's recovered by Southbridge. And it looks like number 20.
Number 20, Jesus Molina on the recovery for Southbridge.
Jesus Molina, who was a 5'7" junior weighing 140 pounds.